Hey you guys, welcome back to Busmaster99, and today I'm going to list a few of the reasons why I bought a new car. And I can name several right off the bat. And it's not just because I had a check engine light on and it was giving me misfire codes and whatnot. See, there are a few other reasons I bought a new car. Reason number one. My previous car wouldn't put the window down back there with that switch that I was just putting my finger on. So that switch there worked, but this one would only put it up and not automatic up. Now my new car only has one fully automatic window, but they're all powered, and I can handle holding the switch up or down, to be quite honest, so I don't really need automatic windows. But the point being, my last car had a window switch fault, where this window switch could not control the rear window, but the one with the rear window in the back worked just perfectly. So the redneck fix was for me to reach back there and push it down. Number two is my old car was racking up in miles. It had almost 120,000 miles when I sold it. And my new car, which we're sitting in right now, has just a third of 120,000 miles. Number three is the fact that my car broke down a lot in general. There used to be a time when it broke down every 3 months. So every 3 months it needed a new repair, and it was getting kind of annoying and expensive and too much to keep up with. So earlier this month, my old car suffered from the plague of problems. As in, we had problems coming in left and right, like for example the air suspension fault, and the check engine light kept winking back on every once in a while. I had just about had enough of that car and so I got rid of it. Number four, I actually crashed my first car. And no, I'm not scared to admit it, but it wasn't a crash with another car. Most of you guys already know this story. I had crashed into a stop for pedestrians sign because some idiot tried to run me out of my lane, and he got away with it. So I was a little disappointed at that. Had me stomping, swearing, throwing a tantrum at my car, all that childish stuff. But hey, I was only 17 at the time, so I still had a bit of growing up to do. I'm 19 now. So that was February of 2016 when that happened. And it left a nice mark on the front left part of the bumper. Number five, if I still had my old car now, it would still be depreciating. So the longer you wait to sell your car, the less money it's going to be worth. It'll only depreciate. Unless, of course, you restore your car, which can cost thousands of dollars. It could even cost more than it would cost to buy it new back in the day. So there you have it. Number six, this new car is a completely different animal than my old car. It has a different personality to it. The old car, I'd say it's more like riding on a cloud or riding on a magic carpet, versus this is like riding on a cheetah, because this has a 6-speed manual transmission. My old car had a 6-speed automatic transmission. This has no air suspension, manual parking brake. It can go 0 to 60 in 0.2 seconds faster than the old car. And it's only a 4-cylinder. My old car was a V8. My old car also was 4.2 displacement. This is 2.4 displacement, so just flip the numbers around. Adding on to what I said about that last part, it makes the XJ8 more of an old man's car, and I don't want to be looked at as an old man because I'm not even 20 years old, so, and that's not old, by the way. But yeah, I just needed this car so that I'd look more like a young man. It'd be more appropriate for me. Now, I'm not saying that the S-Class is to be, or the XJ8 or 7 Series or whatever full-size sedan is to be generalized as an old man's car, but they cost a lot of money, and usually the people who have those kinds of figures in their bank accounts are old people. And so the reason why I chose the Civic Si over a normal Civic is because it's more powerful than a normal Civic, and the only transmission is a 6-speed manual, and my friend Nick taught me how to drive stick last year. His car is a 2002, I think, Subaru Outback with a 5-speed, but he had a check engine light on. And he said it was just emissions, so it was a vapor leak. Not quite sure what would cause that. Probably something within the fuel system. But anyway, that's a little off topic. So I thought, well, you only live once, so why not buy a manual car in the middle of it? Because really, manual transmission driving is one hell of an experience, and if you don't know how to drive manual, get someone to teach you. Get someone who is a friend of yours who has a manual transmission car to teach you how to drive stick. You won't regret it. And finally, guys, that wraps up this video on the many reasons why I bought this car. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and peace out until the next video.